Welcome to episode 1 of my podcast where we talk about new construction. Uh, this series has come about because there's a ton of information that you need to understand to make the building process pretty smooth. And so we're going to tackle different topics in each one of these podcasts that kind of relate to building a new home and things that you need to think about. It's not an all-inclusive list. These are kind of the big topics that you need to consider as you go to build your current home. The first thing you got to think about is, what are really the wants and needs that I have when it comes to wanting to build a home? For instance, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Do I want a particular style? Do I like modern? Do I like French farmhouse? What are the styles of the home that I like? And you got to consider this both exterior and interior. But the wants and the needs are really critical. This is not 5 or 6 years ago where construction costs were much lower. Obviously, our costs have escalated a lot over the last couple of years due to COVID and supply chain issues. So we're not able to get as much as we used to for a dollar. And so really understanding what it is that you need in your home is critical. And once you get to those baseline items that are required, then from that point, you can certainly put in more of the wants that you would like to have in your particular home. As we've seen these costs escalate, where $350,000 does not get you a very big home anymore. And so it's really important to understand what it is that you really need in this particular home. I'll also understand the why. Why am I building this home versus buying one that's currently on the market or buying a pre-built one? It is a long and lengthy process where lots of decisions have to be made. And it's really important that you understand those needs. Where do I get started? Obviously, you need to look online or talk to builders. You need to, again, from your style, from your needs. One of the ways that I've built our homes, we go online. There's literally probably hundreds of thousands of plans available out there. And you can, just type in Craftsman and do your research on different plans that are out there that you think you might like. If there's a particular builder that you want to build your home, they certainly would probably have plans that you could take a look at. And then from there, you can take those plans and you can get them altered to meet your specific needs that you may have. It's really one of the toughest parts of the process is just figuring out this beginning step of what is it that I really want. So take a look at those plans that are out there. Don't necessarily get wrapped up in the color of the pictures or those type of things, because you certainly can predetermine that or determine that afterwards. But you really need to look at how the space is laid out and how it's being most utilized. And not, again, just interior-wise, but within my garage space, what are my requirements? Do I need a 3-stall garage? Am I okay with a 2-stall garage? One of the things we see a lot of now is our garages are only 20 to 22 feet long. If you have a Suburban, go measure how long your Suburban is. It's probably not going to fit in some of these garages. So it's important that you understand what it is that's a need. Again, if you're in a workshop or those type of things in your garage, to have that space. Because you certainly don't want to have a garage and have every vehicle parked outside of it. And then as you start the process of these plans and looking at them, look at your friends, go into their homes. You'll see lots of different styles of homes that many of your friends would have, and will give you an idea of how space is utilized. If you've never ever built before, if you have friends who have built, find out from them what was successful for them or what they would change in the process. I think anybody who's built probably has some things they really enjoyed about the process and some things that were maybe a little bit challenging. So use all those resources as you begin your beginning research. It is important that you take some time before you make decisions to really research what it is, again, that you want, you need, the style, all those types of things. Because if you don't, you'll end up making some really tough decisions down the road and or miss out on opportunities to really make the home how you want it. Because again, you're building a new home hopefully for a long-term family situation or even investment, because obviously it is a significant amount of money that it takes to build those types of homes. As I wrap up here, one of the things that we're trying to do is keep these podcasts very short, but give you some ideas and tips of things that you would want to know as you start your home building process. Next week in the second episode, we're going to talk about land and how land relates to how your home may have to change via walkout or daylight or regular standard basement, and some things you should look at when it comes to land as you go to think about where you want to put your house at. So again, this episode, think about your wants and your needs, have conversations with builders, with friends, and start getting the thought processes rolling of exactly what it is that you need. Thank you, and I look forward to talking to you in a couple weeks.